If you're Indian, you know exactly what this is. Just doesn't need an explanation, right? Hi guys, I am going to film the ethnicity tag. It was requested years ago and I just never did it. And I thought it was quite boring, so I never filmed it because I just thought, who really cares? It's been requested again recently, so I just thought I would get it out the way and film it if anybody cares. First question is, where are you from? My parents are Indian. They were actually born in Kenya. My grandparents were born in India in a small town called Gujarat. I am Gujarati, I am Indian, and I'm like 100% Indian. There's no mixing going on, there's no interracial stuff going on. I'm like 100% Indian, Gujarati, and that's it really. When was the last time you visited your country? It's really shameful to say I've never been to India. I've never ever been. My mum goes generally when she's going for a shopping spree, as opposed to a holiday. My sister's been with my mum for previous stuff to get clothes and shopping, and I'm not really into my Indian clothes, so it never really appealed to me to go. However, I am hoping to go next year in around November time to Goa, have a beach holiday and just relax the up, because I'm very, very excited about it. So I have to say, I am looking forward to it. Me and my boyfriend really want to go to Goa because there's some Portuguese heritage there, and obviously it's India and I haven't been, so we figured next year we would actually take a trip to India. What part of the country are you and your family from? I think I've already mentioned that. So my grandparents are from Gujarat. My mum and dad only lived in India for a very, very short amount of time. They were actually both born in Africa, in Kenya. And they kind of did their education there, and then they both came over here to, I guess, bring up a family. Name one ethnic food that you enjoy the most. I love curry and rice. Like, curry and rice is my favourite thing. I can have massive bowls of rice and just drown it in curry and be like the happiest person. So it's like a milky, yogurty type, I don't know, soup looking thing that goes over the top of your rice, and you can mix chapatis and rotis in there, and curry and rice is like the best thing in the whole entire world. I'll like insert a picture of curry and rice somewhere here so you can see what I'm talking about. Name one household item that best represents your culture. And I have to say, okay, so everybody else has been putting pictures up of like Indian spice jars. And yes, I guess that is one of the most popular things that you tend to find in Indian houses. Also, you tend to find statues of Ganesh. I do have a few in my house, but they are huge. And I don't really feel like I want to keep moving all my Ganesh stuff around just to be in the video. So I will insert a picture of the Ganeshas in my house, or a Ganesh statue that I've got in my house to show you. But to be totally honest with you, as soon as I thought about the thing that represents like Indian and Gujarati culture, this is actually what I thought of. I thought of cling film and I thought of the remote control. So I will demonstrate exactly what makes me think of Indian households, because I still don't really understand why Indian people do this, but they do. They wrap everything in cling film. So I'm not entirely sure the reason behind it. I think it's just so that things stay new. Basically, every Indian household, if you go to Indian people's houses, you will generally find that they have their remote control covered in cling film. I don't know why. It's just something that we do. They also cover other things in cling film as well. I can't think of examples right now, but Indian people like to cover stuff in cling film because I think they don't want to use stuff. So they have seats in their house that they will cover with cling film so that nothing gets spilt on it. So it's almost as if they think it's going to increase in value and they can sell it at an auction. I don't know. Like in our house, we don't cover seats with cling film. We just re-upholster them. But Indian people tend to do this thing where they cover stuff in cling film. So that was just my little random thing that I decided to add on. But the spice jar and the Ganesh statues are probably the most important things that represent my culture, but I just thought I'd throw this in here because it really makes me think of Gujarati houses. Thumbs up if you agree with this, and thumbs up if you will share this with somebody else to make them laugh, because I generally, that is the first thing I thought of. How bad is that? First thing I thought of. So thank you very much if you watched this video. I know it was very short, but the questions, there's not many questions. And the last question I think was, do you speak Gujarati? I can say some stuff, I can say random words, but I can understand Gujarati, like, totally, but my parents speak to me in English. So generally, as a rule, I don't speak Gujarati. I can string a couple of words together in order to try and attempt a sentence, but I wouldn't say I can speak it, but I can understand it, which also sounds very strange. So thank you so much for watching. If you also do this in your house with cling film, I've just had to put cling film on mine because in this house, for some reason, we didn't put cling film on anything. But I really feel like I should. My parents would be so proud. Thank you very much. And this was a joke, by the way. Like, I don't want people to get offended. I'm just trying to lighten up this video because when I watch other people's, I feel like it's quite boring. So, yes. Anyway, thank you so much if you did request this video because it meant that I got off my arse and actually decided to film it. And I will see you guys very shortly in the next video.